Ideas every day we come up with so many. And sometimes it's starting a YouTube channel or creating a film. And a lot of the time, we just want to make the film, not worry about other things like logistics, worry about it later in editing. But in reality, a lot of these things have to be followed step by step. So what I'm talking about is basically anything that involves YouTube, TikTok, honestly anything that takes video. Now, there are three things that we have to take into account. The first one is pre-production. The second one is production, and the third one is post-production. In this video, I'll be sharing with you what these terms mean, what they entail at each step, and what you guys can do in order to improve your videos. So, without further ado, let's get into this. I'm so sorry, Sir Don. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. So, pre-production. Pre-production is anything and everything that comes before your actual shoot. For films, this includes the script, or the actors, location scouting, shot listing, etc. Before I made this video, I did a pre-production of it in a sense wherein I tried figuring out where to set up my camera, leveling the microphone if it's good enough, writing down my script on what I will say, getting everything ready, and having contingency plans just in case. Now, the importance of this step is to ensure that everything will run smoothly, and in this industry, nothing goes 100% according to plan. So, why plan if things can go sideways? Well, pre-production also plans for those contingencies that might happen. So for example, if my microphone fails, I have a microphone on my camera over there, just in case that this doesn't record anything or something goes wrong in between shoots. As Benjamin Franklin said, failing to prepare is preparing to fail. I'll give you another example. You're shooting your scene, and in the middle of that scene, your battery just died. Now, what do? Do you charge your battery? Do you wait for it to be fully charged? No, maybe you're thinking, oh, I'll just have half a charge. That's fine. Well, honestly, I don't have one battery. I have like 3 or 4 of them because I know that shoots may take longer than one battery can last. And what I do, honestly, is when one battery dies, I charge it immediately while the others are being used. This prevents the lag between shoots just because of charging your batteries. Now for vloggers, this is making sure that the script is made. Like this one, this is a talking head kind of vlog, so I need to be prepared. I just can't sit down and just blabber anything. If you're a travel vlogger, then make sure that drama is included. That's kind of weird, right? Like, you should include drama. You falling down the stairs, you getting scolded by your mom, you losing your luggage, because drama is actually good for the content. Because it goes back to our 3-point structure narrative. It has a beginning, it has a middle, it has an end, and it gives a sense of closure. So, a more concrete example of this is when they lost your luggage. Now, you could be worried, yes, but don't forget to include that in the video. Don't forget to say things like, oh, I just got here and I can't believe my luggage is already lost. Like, what am I gonna do? I don't have anything to wear for the next few days. And stuff like that. This happens a lot, honestly, if you look at videos a bit more closely. Now, this part is a bit tedious in its own right. Just thinking about everything, logistics, script, shot listing, but there isn't a better feeling than being prepared for anything that comes your way. Production. Now, production is where a lot of people actually focus on the most. Especially when you're starting out, you just quickly write the script. Doesn't matter if the shots don't look great or whatever. Especially, yeah. This is the part when you actually go shooting the film or the vlog, and this is the part where most people are excited to do. An example of this is if, I was doing this, just setting up the camera, hit record, and just be blank. I don't know what to talk about, or even how to start this video. Or maybe this is more of a film type where you try to shoot and the angle was inappropriate, because in film certain angles also invoke certain emotions. In times like this where they actually acknowledge the importance of pre-production, they wish that they planned it more, they wish that they gave a bit more time to do this and do that before shooting. And this is also the part where a lot of people do overestimate the power of post-production. Now, what is post-production? Well, each of these steps are important as the other, but post-production is truly where the end game lies. People think that a lot of mistakes done in production stage can be fixed in post-production. Now, certain mistakes can be fixed, but not all. An example of this is when you're working with green screens. You don't exactly just green screen and animated characters. You tell your actor, oh, look up. That's it. Look scared in this direction. Now, for you, as the director, you're like, that seems fine. It's okay, we can fix it in post. But as the animators make something, sometimes the eyeline can be different. So an example of this is maybe this is my monster, right there. So my eyes are looking up here, but the monster they created only has an eyeline of this side. So it's kind of, oh my gosh, what is happening? It's kind of off, isn't it? And a lot of people would make these mistakes, but that's an absurd high budget example. Well, not exactly. When making scripts like this, it usually goes around 2 to 3 revisions before actually making it into the video. But as you can see, even myself, I stutter, I have awkward pauses, I do ums. It's human nature to be kind of this way, but there are ways to fix it. Now, maybe your editor's that good. It'll seem seamless, but if they're not. Now, going back, post-production is actually where everything comes together. This is where all the parts that you have laid out mold into one. But some things can go wrong, and that molding of that whole thing can be broken down. So there have been films, and I mean there have been films that were shot okay, acting was, I guess, decent, but it was made great because of the edit. But the opposite can also happen. There have been films wherein everything seemed okay. Acting was great, script was great, the flow was amazing, but the way it was edited destroyed that film. Now this is where every single sound effect is added as well. Every action and cut is edited out, where the colors are changed to tailor fit for the video and everything else. For vloggers, the time frame is kind of shorter when it comes to these things, especially if you're a daily vlogger or a travel vlogger. There are some strict deadlines if you think about it. But if it's like for film or these types of shoots, it's a bit more wiggle room, so it doesn't matter that much.